What up? I'm back. What time is it? 11:26. 12:08 on another clock on Monday, October 23. October 23. Man, my life is fucking fire. Man, my life is crazy, dude. And like, you know, the greatest part about it is it's mine. It's mine. And like at the end of the day, like 2 or 3 years ago, I would have been like, I need to explain. But it's like I don't. This is for me. This is for me. The highs and lows are for me. Like the totality of what it is that I'm going through is for me. Like the doubts and the hopes are for me. Like this and that is for me. Like I passed somebody the day and like my energy, boom. I was like, damn, dude, like this ate me alive. Like one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever seen in my life, and I can't shake it. And I just feel so bad because then it puts me back into like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And it's like, but it's like at the same time, it's like, but this is my journey. This is where it is. This is what it is. Like I did everything that I thought I could do. It is. And it's like, my feelings never changed. They still haven't. I just have to live my life. I can't stop. I have to continue on my path because this is my path. And like, if you're going to be in it, holler at me. We'll be in it together. But as of right now, like, I can't be the old version of me. And I'm not. That's the point. I'm not the same version I was 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago. I'm not the same Cody. I'm divine. I was divine then, but I was a little vine. Now I'm a big vine, you know. Now I'm more of me, and every single day I become more and more of who I'm supposed to be and what it is that I'm here to do. And like little by little, like rock by rock, I am that. I remember I did a job. I don't know why this came up, but rock by rock. I remember I got like 20 yards of sunset gravel, and I put it on the driveway, and I had to fill up. It was 20 yards. Go look and see how much a yard of gravel weighs. I moved all of that like in a couple hours by my fucking self in buckets. And it was fucking outrageous. It was a shit ton. I'm trying to think. I think it was 10. It was 9 and 9. So it probably took me a couple hours for 9 and then a couple hours for another 9. But dude, it was a lot of gravel. And like when I was in the moment of doing this backyard landscaping 10 years ago, I don't know, 8 years ago, I was like, dude, what the fuck did I get myself into? Number one, I charged way under. Number two, like, I'm putting myself through literal hell by myself with buckets and a wheelbarrow and like pushing 20 tons of fucking gravel because I said I would. And like, yeah, it looks cool as shit when I got done, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like, that's not enough. That wasn't enough. Like, and I look at all my life experience and like, this for $200, this for $500, this for that, this for that. And it was all my fault. I didn't know my worth. I didn't understand that my time was worth more than $20 an hour. And I look at these kids now, and it's the same fucking reality when you're working these jobs for this salary, and it's like, but the salary doesn't match up to reality. And then I'm the crazy one because now I'm going, no, like this is not even close. This is not even close. We all should be middle class human beings that are fine, that have enough money to go on vacations, and have enough money to pay our fucking bills and not have to go paycheck to paycheck, and then have money in the bank so we can have security if something happens, if something breaks down, if a car breaks down. But like a lot of us don't have that or had that, and you go through and then like I said, the last 3 years I've worked less and made technically more money, but it's like I've definitely spent way more money the last couple of years than I ever have on myself, for sure. And I started to like understand that I was worth something for fucking because I want to, and not that I had to make everything, I had to justify everything I bought and make it for my business. Because that's what I would used to do. Like if I bought nice clothes or Under Armour clothes or shoes or glasses, like I could justify spending $200 on glasses because these things protect my eyes. I'm gonna wear them every single day. I'm gonna make my money back in a week. They're gonna pay for themselves. And then like if I don't get hit in the eye, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not spending $300, $400, $500 when I scratch my eye. And so like that was how I lived my life, was justifying everything that I bought for myself other than food. And I would justify food because it was just fucking food. But like, and so like I never traveled really. I never went on vacations. I never went here. I never went there. I never did anything for myself really. It was always about money and just in the business, or what is to make this job better? Is it going to make it easier? Is it going to make it quicker? Am I going to be able to perform a better job if I have a better high-end tool? And then if I spend more money on the tool on the front end, it's going to last me longer. And then like I said, then I started doing this. I started getting massages and getting my fingernails painted, going to get my hair cut instead of cutting it myself. Like just doing stuff that for the average person, maybe it seems like it's regular. But to me, like, I just had no worth, and it's like I just couldn't justify it. Plus, I had a lot of issues with, I didn't want to be something. I didn't want to be attractive. I didn't want to be, number one, I didn't want to be, and I didn't think that I was. It was kind of like a polarizing idea. A lot of that because I didn't want to be special, maybe. I didn't want to be attractive because I didn't want to get taken advantage of. That makes zero sense unless you was taken advantage of as a fucking child because you were so fucking cute. And then like maybe you had this or that, and so all that shit, the stain of the past, is why I became who I was. I didn't want to be important. I didn't want to shine, and I did, because when I did do that, when I was important and when I did shine, I got shit down for it. I got shut down for it. I'm being cocky. I'm being boastful. I'm being prideful. I can't shine brighter than the people that raised me, than the people that pulled me from a third world country. I cannot do it. I can't be better than them in every fucking right, even though at the end of the day I was better in every fucking way. I was smarter. I was more intelligent. Maybe I just thought different. In all these, I was just different. They thought this way, I thought another way. I just didn't want them to be jealous of me. I didn't want to shine. I wanted them to shine. I wanted them to be happy. I wanted them to be okay. So I couldn't be anything that I wanted to be. Really. And then so I became a quitter. I just became a quitter, really, in the grand scheme of things. I would just do stuff till whenever, and then I would quit. Because I knew if I keep doing it, then I would be really good at it, and I don't want to be good at anything. Like in the grand scheme of things, I don't want to be good at anything. Because if I'm good at anything, it's going to be better than a lot of people, and it's going to fucking piss them off. And they're not going to like me. They're going to be jealous of me. Like, everyone fucking hates me pretty much after some time. For some fucking reason, my whole life, people can only handle me for a little bit of time. And then for some reason, I don't know what it is, I shine. And I piss them off. I trigger them. And then everything goes downhill from there. It's just the story of my life. As it seems. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I get bored. Maybe I'm just like, fuck this. This is stupid. Repetitive stuff is stupid to me. I like cycles. Cycles make sense to me. Gain my knowledge, gain my time, and then move on to something else. I have it enough. I understand the knowledge enough. Now I have the skill. It doesn't mean I'm the best at it. I don't care about being the best, really. What does the best get you? I'd rather do everything than only do one thing. That's just me. To each his own. There's no problem. I've read books. I read a book about having a niche, and that you should take a niche and you should just live in that niche and you should just exploit that niche and you will be successful. And I'm going, that's cool, I get it. But I don't want any part of just doing one thing for the rest of my eternity. That makes zero sense. That doesn't mean I don't want one human being in my life, because I do. That's the one exception to the rule. Is I need as many skills. But I understand that learning one human being is every single day the growth that you grow with them. And I look at that now in myself, where I learn who I am every single day. I am different every single day. I grow substantially every single day. Every single day. And that I'm not meant to be different, but I mean, I'm not meant to be the same every single day. I'm meant to be different every single day. Better. And then, like, the point of having a partner, a co-creator with you, is so you guys grow together every single day. And then you can watch that external growth from someone consistently in your life. So you don't have to learn. This sounds stupid, because you are learning a new person every single day, but you don't have to learn new people every single day. You only have to learn one. It means I only have to show up for one other person other than myself every single day. And then whatever offspring comes from that. Like, that is my goal. That's been my goal since forever. Learn myself, and then only have to live up to one other person. I don't give a fuck about other people. I only want one. Like, literally, I want to give one person that. Everything. Where at the end of the day, me and her will fight everyone in the world. Me and my partner, or whatever it is, will fight my partner. We will fight the world together. Like, this is our game. It's a two-person game. And I've been playing a one-person game in a two-person game this whole time. Like, it sucks. It's very difficult, not easy. But it's fine, because now I have all these skills. And I'm as I walk through the world, and I'm trying to build people up. And ultimately, the reason why I build people up is because ultimately what I'm doing is building myself. Everything that I speak, I have to look at my hands, pride and ego, and go, what it is that I'm speaking. I'm trying to build these other humans up because I see max fucking potential. I see who they are, and they don't see it. And honestly, at the end of the day, it really has nothing to do with A, B, and C. It has to do with you from the day you was born until today. And all of that life experience. That is whom you are. That means you have infinite skills, and you managed and you adapted every single day to be who you are, to make it right here, right now. And so, like, whatever skills that you think you have or need in order to do a specific job, that's dumb. At the end of the day. It makes sense. It gives you, like, a head start. Like, if you did an accounting job and you didn't know how to do Excel, yeah, you're going to be behind. But if you have the gumption and you have the willpower and you have the drive, you can learn Excel pretty fucking quick. You know? You can learn whatever it is to do your job well in time. If you have the push, the drive, the motivation. That's something you wanted to do. Until when I look at people, it's like I don't give a fuck what you've done. I don't care if you wash dishes, or you was a plumber, or you did this and did that. That's not what I'm looking for in human beings. That's not what I've ever looked for in human beings. That does nothing for me. Are you willing to work? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to, when the idea comes, you fucking jump on that horse and you ride that motherfucker till it dies? That's what I'm looking for. An idea pops up and you fucking do it right then. You drop your pants and you fucking go to work. That's what makes you successful. Not a dream journal that you journal every day since you were born and you haven't done shit. You've never risked anything. Oh, I'm a dreamer. Well, good. But if you don't act, you're always going to be fucking dreaming. What's the point in that? Of course you're a failure. Of course you're disappointed in yourself. I'll lose everything chasing a fucking passion before I give a fuck about writing in a book. About talking out my dreams and not doing a fucking thing. Because at least I'm a failure that fucking tried. At least I'm a loser that gave everything to it. Yeah, I lost. What did I lose? Things that I chose to give up. But I still got my pride, and I still got my ego. I still got everything that matters. But I lost everything material because of it. Fine. I can at least sleep at night, can you? And if I have to sleep getting wet in the morning dew, then so be it. I tried my fucking hardest. I didn't want to be comfortably fucking numb. At least I could feel it. I could feel the morning dew wake me up in my soaked ass clothes because I lost everything chasing a fucking dream. I'm okay with that. I can die a happy man. Having nothing but just me and my wet ass clothes. I'm cool with that. Instead of living a miserable life with nothing that I loved and nothing that I wanted. Or at least not even going after any of it. Just living a fucking pipe dream. Living in my imagination and never acting out any of my imagination. Dude, I'll lose it all. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I remember there was a homeless woman named the Bag Lady. And they told me she had a ton of money. She came from a family with a lot of money. But she chose to live that life. And I was like, she's got it right. She's got it right. If she's happy baking in the sun all day long, just no fucking worries, just doing her own shit, got her boombox pounding in the air and just pushing a shopping cart around, like fuck that. At least she's fucking happy and living her life. She ain't gotta listen to nobody's stupid ass stories. I'm supposed to do this. I have to do this. I have to make my family proud. I have to do what you do. I don't give a. You're not even fucking happy. Why would I listen to you? Why would I even care? You're pouting all the fucking time. You go to Thanksgiving so you can gossip to motherfuckers about other people. You go to book groups so you can gossip about shit because your husband's not doing this and your husband didn't get you the latest M-Class Mercedes or whatever. I don't even know. I don't care. My kids don't love me. But that's obviously you're not doing something right. And it's probably you're not giving them enough time, attention, and focus. Or they look at you like you're a liar. Popping pills before I get out of bed. Because life sucks. Dude, the greatest, dude, there's nothing other than my sexual energy's crazy as soon as I hit the bed. It's like a machine that just wants to hump everything. I can't help it. Like I'm trying to go to sleep and I get a boner. I open my eyes, I get a boner. Like my sexual energy is fucking crazy. It's non-stop at night, and I don't understand it because I'm not even thinking about anything. Literally, I'm like closing my eyes, like trying to be grateful for everything and speaking gratitude, and I get a boner. Like, thank you for the boner, but like I'm trying to like not be sexual right now, and I'm just in the dark room, and I can't help it. It's so fucking frustrating. It's so frustrating. And like I said, like, I mean, the whole 2 years that I've been painting, my life is nothing but a blazing fucking fire. It is literal hell. It's a hellfire constantly burning my existence. I don't know why I'm happy. In one right, I have zero reason to walk away from everything I understood, to walk away from everything that I thought was right, to run into the fire and just sit there and drink water and just accept the fact that I am burning on the outside, but yet nothing's happening to me. It's not even really that fucking hot. It visually is a wildfire. Everything I built is ashes. I can't even breathe. I'm choking on the smoke. But I'm okay. It is what it is. It will all work out in the end. I haven't died. I should have died a long time ago. There's no reason for me to be here. There's no reason for me to continue to go every single day, except why not? Why not? What's the alternative? I thought about this, where it's like, you know, I didn't understand the idea of like suicidal thoughts. They don't make sense. To give up. Because I don't look at it as suicide, I look at it as giving up. The easy way out. And I've never even looked at it really in the concept of like, you gotta leave a lot of shit on people. It's kind of fucking selfish. And maybe that's the bigger thing for me. It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't want to leave any more harm on people. Like, all my shit's going to one person anyways. Like, if something happens to me, one human being will get everything. And that's actually gonna probably change tomorrow. I need to deal with that tomorrow and change that concept. Probably. It sounds weird, but I definitely probably need to change that concept tomorrow. But yeah, so I don't want anyone to have to deal with my shit, but it's not even about that. It's more about like what I've built. It's about like that. Like if something happened to me, my art would go somewhere. It needs to go somewhere. All the rest of this shit, just burn it, give it away, I don't throw it away, I don't give a shit. None of that shit matters. But my art needs to go where it needs to go. If something was to happen. But, yeah, I mean, I get it. It never, you know, and I look at my journey now, because it's like, for the longest time, it never made sense to me. And now I joke about it, where it's like, that's the easy path out. But it's like, I don't care, like, that doesn't make sense, like. But I see what other people get to that point. And I always have. I always have. And then what's shitty is, like, to understand that people bet on you. That's a shitty concept. That's the shittiest concept I've ever heard of and thought of. Is that people bet on you. If you bet on humans, in the last couple nights, man, people come up to me and they tell me what they're into, and they're like, into all this sports betting and shit. And I'm just like, that's cool. I guess you're excited about it. That's cool, man. I like the fact that you're excited about something. I'm just trying to spin it and flip it and let you know that, like, you have a skill. You have a skill of pattern recognition, and you have a skill of, like, this and that, like predictability and all this other stuff. Like, I just want people to understand and look at whatever it is that they are doing, is that it internalizes into you. That it truly comes from you. And that's what I want people to understand. And people are so fucking fire, bro. Like, they're so fire. And it's like, I already know what I want to do. I just want to create. That's fucking it. I want to create and help people become their best selves in the discussion. That's all I want to do. And I know that some of this shit that I have to do that I don't want to do, I got all these skills. I don't want to go build shit. I really don't. But if it puts me in a scenario where I can go talk to you while doing this shit, then I will go do it. I don't want to fucking do it, but I will. Because I understand in the grand scheme of things, in the bigger picture, I'm here to build you up and to make you take a risk. You don't understand how many times through my journey that every time I go somewhere, I talk to people, next thing I know, they quit their jobs. Next thing I know, they're taking risks. Next thing I know, they're maybe even quitting their marriage. Next thing you know, like, they're doing this, they're doing that, but they're taking risks. They're doing extreme shit after I go speak to them, after I go talk to them, after I go spend time with them, after I am who I am. I talked to a guy today, and he's like, well, you're just inspiring people. I'm like, I get it, man. I talked to a young kid the other night in the parking lot, man, and the next day he was like, he called me, or he texted me, he's like, you gave me the dad talk. He's like, do you have kids? I was like, no, I don't have kids. He's like, well, you were just like a dad. You were just, you are a dad. I was like, I know, man. It's like, everything I'm doing is because of the shit that I didn't have. As sad as that sounds, I didn't get it, so I had to fucking do it for myself. And I feel shitty about it, because I look at my past and it's like, whose fault was it? Was it mine? Like, at the end of the day, was it all my fault? Or was it that I just had to learn this shit on my own? Like, did I have to push myself with lack so I could understand and be it myself my way? The best way I know how, which is gonna be the best, the most high efficient, because I have to, because I choose to, because I want to be the best me that I didn't get. I want to jump the fucking extreme. Maybe I had all the love in the world. Maybe I had the best childhood, but I still have to jump the extreme from that to the highest extreme. That's just me. I want to be the best motherfucker I can be. In everything that I do, that fucking matters. And that's the term, what matters. What really matters. What matters is the matters of the heart. That's what matters. Materialistic shit, at the end of the day, means nothing. It's just cheap pieces of plastic. Fucking nothing. That's the difference between me and everybody else. I don't care what kind of shoes I have on my feet. They're fucking falling apart. I need new shoes, but I don't like any other shoes out there. I like these shoes. I like what I like. I do not deviate from that. I like whom I like. In the discussion. I am stubborn as fuck. Dude, but I love creating art, baby. I love it. I love it. There's nothing greater than just riding that fucking wave. There's so much stuff I want to do, but I want to do it my way. I want to just not even plan, but fucking exist. Like, there's nothing just greater than living your life all day long in flow. Like, what is it that you're going to do today? I don't fucking have a clue, really. I know I need to do this, but I may not get to it. I may not get to it today. And then I look at everything because it's like, there is, like I said, one part of me that's like, I need to go ahead. I need to reach, not me reach out, but I need someone to reach out to me, and then I'll be like, boom, let's communicate, let's talk about this shit. I'm sorry. It is what it is, and I'm not really technically, I am sorry. But it's like at the same time, I just feel shit the way it went because I don't know anything. That's the point. It's like an imaginary ball game of like, I don't know shit. I can assume all day long, and I think, but it's like, in that right, you never told me anything. Doesn't matter what I feel or what I felt or what I thought. You never spoke it. You never spoke anything at all. I was in pitch darkness with nothing but my feelings, and like I was raised my whole life to not trust my feelings. So I just had to do what it is that I did, even though it hurts every fucking day. It's miserable. It's fucking miserable. To be tied to something that you don't understand, and then to just be questioning all the time, like, boom, that's it. I don't know, I can't fix it on my own. I can't. The other person has to be willing and speak up. At least make a grunt in my direction. Then we can go from there. It's so confusing to me, man. So I'm too aware. That's the problem. I'm too aware. Like I said, I passed somebody today, and it was like, really? Pretend like you're looking away and shit? But come on, I feel you, literally. And you felt me, literally. You literally felt me, and I felt you. You gotta speak. We gotta meet, at least. And then we can go from there. We ain't even gotta talk. That's the point. That's what I think, like, that's what's so crazy. I've never been in a situation where, like, honestly, the words don't even matter. I've never met a human being where I don't think words matter. When I do. Me and a buddy, like I said, in 4th, 5th grade, like, we didn't have to talk to each other. Like, we were that close. Like, words didn't matter. And I think this is the same concept where it's like, we're already on the same thing, everything. And maybe the words is what got us in trouble. We should have just sat and been quiet and just do that until we can speak. Maybe that's a weird thing, but like, everything in my life is opposite of what reality is, or what reality was taught. It's like, maybe we don't have to be like everybody else. Maybe we don't have to talk about things. We can just exist together. Like, that is the highest form of everything. Why do we have to talk? Why can't we just prove everything with just action only? We don't even need to talk. Just show up and stare like a weirdo. And that's kind of how I perceive it. Like, I've never felt this way, ever. It's like words, I don't have the words. I'm not a wordsmith. I can't, I don't even know how to express myself that way. And so, like, I'm just assuming the same way on the other one, because it's crazy. And so, yeah, and that's where it's like, I get through my life, and it's like, man, maybe that's the one thing that I'm looking for, is that something that's different than everybody else. Like, I go around the world, and I can flirt with girls, and I don't perceive it as flirting. I'm just being nice. I want to build you up, literally. I want to correct the wrongs that your dad put on you. I want to correct the wrongs that your mom put on you. I want to correct the wrongs that society put on you. I want to look at you like a human being. I'm going to look into your soul, and I want to build you up. I want to look at you and not look at you as a toy or as an object. And so that's what I try and do. In that right, though, a lot of times women assume that it is that I want to treat them like everybody else does. And in one right, part of my body does. But like I said, that's where I put those limits on it, and then that's where I get called beta, or I leave them in the dust, or I leave them hot and heavy. Because it's like, I'm not pushing you, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to be assertive and assert my dominance on you and treat you like everybody else. If you want it, tell me. I'll grab what you want, and I'll give it to you. In the discussion. I'm not opposed to that. But I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to trick you. I'm not going to manipulate you. I'm not going to tell you. It's just not me. It's just not me. Like I said, I have different rules. Because I have a different covenant with my Creator. That I'm assuming, based on other people's actions, that they have with their Creator. And my covenant was only by me. When I look at this shit, so the other night I was sitting in my bed and I was thinking about circumcision. I was like, that's fucked up, bro. I was thinking about circumcision, and I was like, dude, that's the most fucked up bullshit ever. Number one, that doesn't make any sense to me. If anything, it fucks you up. Number one, it puts trauma on your life. So I started looking up. The Jewish people do it after 8 days. Some people do it as adults. I was kind of reading on circumcision. It keeps you protected from disease and urinary tract infections. And I'm going, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Because I was just trying to look at like the modern day reasons for circumcision. And I was like, none of those things like outweigh the natural fact of why you have foreskin. 0 cents. It's natural. It is what it is. The act of circumcision itself, number one, puts trauma on the body. Maybe not mental when you're a baby, but it does. It definitely fucking does. You just can't remember the act of it, but it does put you into a fight and flight survival mode on day 8 of your existence, or 3 or 4 or whatever day it is, and it creates a cycle. So the idea of circumcision, number one, is fucking stupid. Anything that goes against nature is a lie. I don't care if you're pretending that there's a covenant with God or whomever you think that fucking thing is. What is behind it? Think about the reality of it. Number one, you take away sensitivity. So why would the highest thing in the world, and I gotta look at this, because men can't control their own whatever, but it's like, you gotta learn to clean yourself and all this other shit. Like, and I'm telling you, dude, I went down this path of like circumcision so hard because I was like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like a control mechanism. It seems like if a God told you to do that, that makes 0 fucking sense. Zero. He created you with extra skin, and then he told you to take it off. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is not a good creator. I just hope people understand. I hope people understand. If I am this being, all-knowing, why would I create you to fail? And then why would I make you sacrifice something for me? That's the dumbest shit ever. It's the most illogical idea in all fucking reality. Either I made you as you, or I didn't. End of fucking discussion. Why would I make you and then tell you to cut off your foreskin, go through suffering, go through pain, and now I can help you? Now you're part of my chosen. That's the dumbest pride and ego of man and control that I've ever fucking heard. It doesn't mean you can't. Who knows? But it makes zero sense. If I gave you a turtleneck, I gave you a fucking turtleneck. I never told you to cut that off. That's on you. That's on y'all. Y'all chose that. I didn't. If I gave you the idea of sex, I wanted you to have sex in the highest pleasure, in the highest ability of creation, the highest manifestation power ever. And that when you did the act of that with the one person that you were supposed to do it with, not many, but one, because it's the idea of when you do something with one person in repetition, you get better and better and better at it. As long as you don't have external sources saying that somebody else has another way. You're meant to be bonded forever. Humans are meant to be bonded always. The idea of anything other than that is bullshit. End of discussion. I gave you one vessel. One vessel to learn. If you was meant to have two vessels, you would have two vessels, but you only have one. And then everything from the one vessel that you have is supposed to be a mirror. It doesn't mean, that means the highest potential is one. Because when you introduce two mirrors, or three mirrors, or four mirrors, now you're introducing multiple other perspectives that will cloud your judgment. Which this concept really does sound counterintuitive. Because you technically need other perspectives. But not in everything. Not in the things that matter. Not in the things of bonding. One bond always is greater than four bonds in small, sporadic experiences. In the discussion. That's why things are the way they are. That's why the brain was split. That's why the brain will erase memories. It's to recoup and try and get you over the fact of shit that has happened in the past. I put things in place so that innocence could be preserved, in some sense, even the catastrophes of life. And then hopefully you could overcome, and you come back to one. Everything leads back to one, to oneness. It is what it is. That's why I said there's many paths. They all lead to the same place. Oneness. Oneness that you're on the same track that somebody else is on the same track. To oneness. To one idea. To your one vessel. To your one machine. To your one VR headset. To your one expression. That is your individual expression. And if you can express that to the highest degree of you, you will ascend. You can use ascending as whatever it is that you think that is. But if you're on an ascending track, if you are ascending, you cannot descend from that. It's ascending. You can't go down any farther. Because down is the ground. So ascending is up. And the sky is not the limit. Maybe the sky is what you perceive. It's as high as you can go. And that's the concept of the dome or any kind of other thing. Those are limiting beliefs. Everything is limited. In the human aspect of mind, you guys limit yourself in every concept when there is no limit to anything. That's the beautiful part of individuality. I guess the one limit is you. You are the limiter. If you think anything is possible, it can be, and it is. But if you limit yourself based on your understanding of other people's perspectives, they are other people's perspectives, and they are limiting. Because they're not your perspective. Unless you grab it. And then you grab it. Therefore, you are grabbing somebody else's perspective, which is limiting to you because it's not your fucking perspective. It's not meant for you. Let them be limited in a book. Let them be limited in their city. Let them be limited in their ways. Let them be limited in their sex. Let them be limited in everything that they want to be limited in. Fuck them. That's their path. That's their limit. If they choose to let it be so. The path is narrow because the path is you. It is the shape of you. Your path is yours. Their path is theirs. This ain't round, squares, triangle hole, circle hole bullshit. It doesn't work that way. I can't shove him into a hole that's shaped like you in the fucking discussion. There is not play. That shape is for you. That shape is for him. In the discussion. Everything is simple. Everything is shapes. Exact shapes. No variation. No room for error. Your path is yours. Anyone walks your path, they will get stuck. You look to another man, you will fall. You will be left behind. You take your path, you will be fine. You will make it. But it has to be your path and your path alone. You have to rebel against everybody, technically, except yourself. In the discussion. What is it you like to do? For some reason, ribbon dancing is always my first choice. I don't ribbon dance. Maybe I should. I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's fucking... You have to have the biggest set of cojones to just ribbon dance. I'm not saying that it's funny, but just a fucking ribbon. Just the free flow with this little stick with the fucking ribbons on it. And you just run and spin and flip and dance and just move your little arms around with this fucking long ass ribbon that you technically have zero control over. Kind of, but you do. It's in your sphere of existence, and you are controlling that ribbon, and you get fucking good at it. You know, if you flip your arm this way at this speed, the ribbon's gonna do exactly what it is that you choose to. And it's beautiful, and it's right, and it's true, and it's clean, and it's innocent. Whether you're a man, whether you're a Goliath, whether you're fucking Andrew the Giant, whether you're Michael fucking Jordan, you're the Brock Lesnar, there's supposed to be some tough motherfucker with a sword on his chest. You want to put a tutu on and you want to ribbon dance. And you ribbon dance your little motherfucking heart out, or your big ass heart out. And you whoop anybody's ass that comes in there and makes fun of you. And I got your back. I'll stomp them for you. So your big ass can ribbon dance your little fucking heart out. Your big ass heart out. If that's what makes you happy. And I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, to make fun of another human being for what it is that they love, for what it is that they enjoy, for what it is that they do, woe is you. As long as you don't infringe on somebody else's free will, I don't give a fuck. You like them. I don't know, man. Some shit I think is weird. But if that's what you like to do, have fun with it. Do what you do. It is what it is. I'm not the judge. Get off where you get off. You know what I'm saying? But this is some weird shit. Don't infringe on someone's free will. You like them. Don't kill shit. Don't take things lives. They don't make sense to me. But like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I have all these rules, like, don't kill shit. Go find something better to do. You want to catch the biggest bass? That's fine. Go fish. Fish your little heart out. But if you hook that motherfucker and it's dead and it's dying, like, eat that bitch at least. And give thanks to it. Be grateful for the chance of you catching a fish in his life. You know, I look back at like Indians, man, and they came through here and they culled at the right rate. And they appreciated the buffalo. They did it the right way. To feed their family. Not to sport. Not to get better. Not to make money. I mean, there's old ways. The ways of the old were better. Doesn't mean that some of that shit was weird, man. Sacrificing things, that's fucking weird. Raiding human beings. It's the same thing as them sacrificing humans in the past. Now you guys are rating human beings on a number scale, saying she's worth this, she's a 10, she's a 6, she's a 5, she's a 4. Or he's a 6, he's a 5, he's a 4, he's a 10. What the fuck's wrong with you? And then you rate yourself. That's the worst part. Well, I'm only a 6. I'm only a 5. You're all fucking... You're not even a rating. You're exactly who you are. You're fucking perfect. You're beautiful. You know, dude, I'm the weirdest human being. Like, to see one human being with their hair down, I'm the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And everything is beautiful. I'm fucked. like to get rid of a concept. I can't. I done saw it. I done saw the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And to walk away from that, and I'm fucked.
She only here for the summer, staying on the couch at her best friend's house.
Like I said, the only thing that I can perceive is like when I have kids, then I can be like, wow, that is beautiful. That concept, what it took for me to get there, and now I get the chance to like raise these kids and don't fuck them up like I was fucked up. I get to speak to them and communicate to them and give them every second that they need. Hopefully, I will do my best because I did my best now, so I wouldn't fuck them up in the future. And I will understand that they need attention. They need focus and they need guidance, so they're not a 37-year-old grown-ass man who doesn't know any of those concepts externally. And I'm having to figure those out by myself. I don't know how to use emotions. I don't even know what the fuck they are. I don't know why my energy is crazy. I wasn't allowed to use them because if I used them, I was a sissy. I was lighting my loafers. I was this. I was that. I'm not allowed to cry. I gotta be tough. I gotta be a man. I gotta be a man. I'm like, you don't even know what the fuck a man is. I got all these traumas on me. I got all these fucking ideas. I didn't like touching people. I want people to touch me. It's fucking weird. But I've never been touched and felt okay about it. I mean, I have. I have, but I have to be wanted to be touched by that person, and not like felt like people cross my boundaries and just it's fucking weird. And then, like, I don't like touching people either because I don't want to cross their boundaries, right? Like, if they have the same boundaries or feel the same way I felt my whole life, then I don't want to touch you unless you give me the okay. Because I don't want to cross your boundaries. I don't want to do shit to you that was done to me. So then, like I said, dude, I have all these rules and stuff. Like, you just got to say, I can do whatever. I saw something where it's like, they told their partner that it was that anything you want, you can do. And they're like, that's all I need is just tell me. You can do this whenever. You can touch me whenever. And then I'm like, okay, well now I can like at least know I'm allowed to touch you and not make you feel uncomfortable. And then if I do make you feel uncomfortable,
She said she came here to party, wasn't looking for nobody, never thought I'd meet somebody like you. Yeah, now we're dancing by the ocean, no idea where this is going, but I got nothing else left to lose, and I just wanna ride the wave. Told me that she loved me, but she'll never stay. Hey, and I just wanna ride the wave. Hold my breath, I'm diving in anyway. Hey, and I just wanna ride the wave. And maybe it'll last for the summer. Maybe it'll last just one more night. One more kiss will be just fine. Yeah, she said she came here to party, wasn't looking for nobody, never thought I'd meet somebody like you, and I just wanna ride the wave. Told me that she loved me, but she'll never stay. Hey, and I just wanna ride the wave. Hold my breath, I'm diving in anyway. Hey, and I just wanna ride the wave. Yeah, we're dancing by where this is going, but I got nothing else left to lose. And I just wanna ride the wave.